The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice.
Mr. Ira Glasser.
We have to take seriously what we're saying to each other about the inevitability of our winning this fight. But we have to learn how to deal with the skepticism of our own experience and our own mortality and our own limited time. We all make the mistake of measuring progress by the brevity of our own lives. Movements don't work that way. They work off the energy and the passion and the intelligence and the commitment that you heard from the previous speakers. They work off what you do every day in small ways where you cannot measure what the impact of that is. But they cannot work in terms of running a train and getting there on schedule. Movements don't work that way. Social justice doesn't work that way. Consider racial justice. Consider the history of racial justice in this country. You know when it began? You know when the movement for racial justice began? The first day that the first slave was brought here. An abolitionist in 1853 gave a sermon. You may recognize what he said, in which he talked about ending slavery, which seemed remote in 1853. And he said, the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. And then he also said, my eyes are not good enough to see the end of that arc, but I know that it's there. So movements are never over. They have no endpoints. They have victories and they have defeats. And they go on longer than your lifetimes. And you don't want to ever make the mistake of being frustrated because you haven't won yet. You'll never get to win, you just get to fight. You don't get to win, you just get to keep fighting. You hack away at the jungle of oppression, and the jungle comes back and takes back the road, and you gotta go back and hack again. You not only have to keep fighting, because the forces of oppression are relentlessly clever at finding new forms of oppression. But you have to fight the same victories that you won before because they get unwon. So there's nothing unique about the drug policy movement. We just get to keep fighting and keep running, and there's no time clock. There's only our own suffering and our commitment to overcome that suffering and that injustice. To go back to the fight for racial justice, in Selma in 1965, on the eve of the March on Selma, Martin Luther King Jr. gave one of his memorable speeches. That's a speech where he used Reverend Parker's line about the arc of the moral universe. And in his speech he says, how long will it take? Not long, because truth crushed to earth will rise again. How long, he asked, will it take? Not long, because no lie can live forever. How long will it take? Not long, because the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. I would add, it doesn't bend by itself. It bends because of you, and you, and you, and everybody in this movement. The drug war's days are numbered.
It will not be long, because truth crushed to earth will rise again. Yes, sir. How long? Not long. Yes, sir. Because no lie can live forever. Yes, sir. How long? Not long. How long? Because the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. Yes, sir. How long? Not long. Not long. Because mine eyes have seen the